Peace Officers Association. My name is Janine Driver. I am president of the Body Language Institute, standing next to my van here. I am also the New York Times bestselling author of a book called You Say More Than You Think. It's on body language, of course. And I just came back from CNN where I was talking about body language and the word choices of a woman sitting on the stand regarding a case where a 10-month-old baby boy has either been killed, kidnapped, or maybe even illegally adopted. And the court is trying to cipher through fact from fiction. And they invited me in, CNN, to talk about what do I see in the stand, what do I see with the defendant who's sitting down with her lawyer as the witness is talking on the stand. Very sad and disheartening case. The techniques I talked about today on CNN, I'm going to be bringing with me to beautiful Juneau, Alaska. I'm coming to acknowledge you and your amazing commitment, all of you peace officers there, your amazing commitment to keep the great state of Alaska safe and the great people that live in Alaska safe. I think what you do is extraordinary, and I want to come in and answer any questions you have, of course, but ultimately give you the tools and techniques to keep you safe. I'm not going to keep you safe. I'm going to bring a toolbox to give to you that will ultimately keep you safe. And I want to give you a quick tip. Now, coming up, by the way, May 21st, the week of May 21st, I'm speaking 2 times. Make sure you're there. Make sure no matter what, you get there. You might be surprised what you're going to learn. It's not the old school body language that says 93% of what we communicate with others is nonverbal. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a little test there, a physical test, a body language test to prove to you that that's simply not true. So I'm going to say, let's call it even, 50-50. Our body language matters about 50%, if not more. And our words matter about 50%, if not more. For the hostage negotiators that might be watching this video, or for the people who know hostage negotiators, you will know the power of words are crucially important. The power of words are crucially important, but so is the nonverbals. I want to give you a quick tip right now. If you're in a fight, an altercation with someone and they're very heated and they're right up in your face and they're talking to you and they're in your face, or they may have a weapon pointing towards you and they suddenly step back. I go, you know what? It's not like that. It's not like that. Most police officers begin to think this person's about to run. They've bladed their body away. They're about to run. And so a lot of police officers will get ready to chase. However, it's actually the opposite. When there's a step back, the person is ready to attack. It is a threatening gesture when someone suddenly takes a step back. Why? Because here I'm Janine Driver, the mother of a 6-year-old boy named Angus, the wife of a man named Leif Larson, who is in politics, the daughter of Lorraine and Charlie. Lorraine is fighting breast cancer. Charlie is a mechanic at a fire department. I'm the sister to Carrie and Kayleen. Here's who I am. I'm a human being. When I step back, it's called psychological distancing. That's Janine. Here, I'm someone else that's going to do something completely different that Janine might not ever do. If you didn't know that, now you do. And always pay attention when someone takes a step back. They're potentially ready to attack, highly likely ready to attack. You may remember seeing footage of a schoolroom. There's the whole school board is talking. A man comes in, asks everyone to leave. He has a gun down by his side, and he asks everyone to leave, all the women, all the people that are sitting in the pews, and he talks to the school council. And as he's talking to the school council, this one man who's in charge of hiring and firing, ultimately his name is the one that signs the papers, begins engaging conversation with the man with the gun. The man with the gun's wife was fired. We never find out why in this clip. It's actually all videotaped because it's inside the courtroom. We don't find out why the wife's fired. But the man in the middle goes, well, why don't you let them go? I'm the one that signed the paperwork. And he begins to use his words to push the gunman to take dangerous action. He literally says something along the lines of, I think the only reason you're here is you want the police to come in and shoot you. It's a cop by suicide, suicide by cop. And as he begins to antagonize him with his words and challenge him, instead of bringing him back to homeostasis, a place of peace and calm, finding out what's different about yesterday than today, because yesterday he wasn't standing there with a gun, but he is today. What's different? Instead of taking that time, he antagonizes him verbally, and the man with the gun slowly brings up the gun, slowly, and begins shooting. Fascinating. As far as I am away from this camera right now, that's how far away he is, and he doesn't hit a human being, doesn't hit a soul. But what happens? Just before he lifts that gun, he takes a subtle step back, a tiny little step back, couple inches. When someone steps back, they're ready to attack. I'm excited to see you on May 21st. That whole week I'll be there, out and about. I'll see you. I'll answer your questions. I'll be speaking twice in the beginning of the week, at the end of the week. Be there. Check me out. Janine Driver, D-R-I-V-E-R, JanineDriver.com. And let me know before I arrive if there's any help you need. In the meantime, please reach out to me. I will help you. One last quick tip. When you are talking to someone who's off the edge, who's really upset, and you have to calm them down, should you talk to them with your head tilted, or do you talk to them with your head straight? There's a time and a place to talk with both these moves. You're going to find out that and a lot more. Wouldn't it be great if you knew what people were saying without saying a word? And wouldn't it be great if you knew what you were saying without a word? My name is Janine Driver. I'll see you in Juneau. Bye, Alaska. Peace, officers.